Actually, I can close that. Okay, welcome to the Wrestling Pod. I'm your host, Carlito Santiago, and today we are here to predict the Survivor Series War Games 2025 in San Diego. We are going to be in Petco Park, San Diego, California. It will be the 39th annual Survivor Series, which takes place, of course, on Saturday, November 29th, 2025. This will be the 4th annual Survivor Series based around the War Games match, a team-based steel cage match where the roofless cage surrounds two rings placed side by side. This will also be the first Survivor Series to take place in an outdoor venue, the first to take place in a stadium, the first to be held in a Major League Baseball venue, and the second event to be held in the U.S. state of California after the 2018 event in Los Angeles. This will also be John Cena's last appearance at both Survivor Series and on a pay-per-view as an in-ring performer due to his retirement at the end of this year. Sad, but true. Excuse me. So, you got the rundown, you got the breakdown. That's great. Well, I've got 4 matches to predict here. The men's, the women's, the Intercontinental Championship, and the Women's World Championship. So let's start with that to make it more easier. Let's start with the Women's World Championship. Since September, the Women's Heavyweight Champion Stephanie McKeer and Nikki Bella have formed an alliance. Of course, on November 10th, episode of Raw, after Vakir successfully defended her title, Bella attacked her with the title, turning heel for the first time since 2018. The following week, Bella attacked Vakir during her entrance and stated that she did not come back to be Vakir's sidekick. Bella then demanded a title match against Vakir, which was subsequently scheduled for Survivor Series. Pretty self-explanatory. I mean, Bella needed to be a heel. I even told Lewis when we were watching that episode that Nikki was going to turn heel because it was best for her. She was doing nothing as a babyface. She lacked a lot of she just lacked in ring, really. Maybe she's a bit rusty, and you could definitely see it in her last performances, especially the last one for her title, actually, against Becky. There was some ring rust definitely there. Does not matter. You're going up against someone like Stephanie Vakir, and Stephanie Vakir is looking to come out victorious in this match that I see. So, I don't know. Nikki Bella is questioning whether she wants to stick around or not. Maybe the only thing I can think of with Nikki Bella being back here is because John Cena's around. It's kind of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, kind of like, hey, Cena, yeah, remember we used to have a thing? It's weird. But, nonetheless, my prediction for this is that Stephanie Vakir retains. Nikki Bella's not taking the title, and it would be surprising to see Nikki take the title, right? But Stephanie Vakir is their future, and I don't see their future fading. So, my final prediction for that matchup is Stephanie Vakir retains the Women's Heavyweight Championship. Let's go to the Intercontinental title match between John Cena and Dominic Mysterio. On the November 10th episode of Raw, Triple H introduced John Cena, who addressed his hometown of Boston, until he was interrupted by the IC champion at the time, Dominic Mysterio. This led to Triple H ordering him to face Cena for the title, where Cena would subsequently defeat Mysterio, win the title for the first time in his career, and become a Grand Slam champion. The following week, the last week Cena was on Raw, Mysterio interrupted Cena once again, demanded a rematch for the title. Cena then proposed to defend it that night, but Mysterio declined, saying he wanted to do things his way. So, he said that he would face Cena in his hometown of San Diego at Survivor Series, which Cena agreed. Which we knew was coming. If you guys think that Cena will win this match, it's a probable. But I'm going to say we get a new Intercontinental Champion here in Dominic Mysterio, probably with the help of the Judgment Day, maybe. Or Mysterio relies on dirty tactics. John Cena could be losing the IC title here, which is what I think. I think John Cena loses the IC title here, so he can go one-on-one with his final opponent without any titles or anything on him. This fits perfectly. Cena doesn't need to hold the title going into it. He doesn't even have to give the IC championship up. Now, Cena, if he wanted to, could relinquish the title, which then would kick off another tournament style for the winner to be the new Intercontinental Champion, which honestly I don't really fucking want. So, again, I'm glad that Cena won the IC title because it's the title that has eluded his entire career. But Dominic is going to get the title back because this is something that WWE tends to do. We take the title off of somebody, give it to somebody who deserves to hold the title, whether it's for a couple of weeks, and then we put it right back on the person who lost it. Hence, this person being Dominic Mysterio. So, my final prediction for this match is Dominic Mysterio recaptures the IC Championship. I'm probably being hated now by my cousin, who fucking thinks that John Cena should retain. Don't get me wrong. I honestly will be cheering for Cena. But Dominic Mysterio is winning the title. Winning back the title. So we can move forward with this. And possibly having Finn Balor be the one to take it off of him. Maybe. Or Sheamus. Sheamus should have been intended for John. If Sheamus was still in the... I would say this. If Sheamus was still not injured and still in the tournament, I would have said Sheamus should be the one to face Cena. And at that point, I would have said Cena should probably keep the IC title here against Dominic. But it's okay. Sheamus being out, Cena should drop the title and then face Gunther. Final prediction, Dominic Mysterio regains the IC Championship. Let's talk about the Women's War Games, shall we? Oh my god, there's a lot of specific things here. Holy fucking shit. You know what? I don't even really want to go through it, but because all of it is it's just nonsense. This really has to go back to a lot of things. This has to go back to the Kabuki Warriors and fucking Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, of course, whatnot. Goes to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss because of Nia Jax and subsequently teaming up now with Lash Legend. So, a lot of bullshit going around. Now, if you guys missed my recent episode of the Raw review, I told you that I had a good prediction and a bold statement or a bold prediction to make here. Now, my bold prediction and statement or so is we have not seen a betrayal in War Games main roster yet. We haven't seen the betrayal. Right. We've seen alliances. We've seen Bayley aligned with, prove her loyalty. We've seen Sami Zayn prove his loyalty, but we've never seen betrayal. We've always seen loyalty. When are we going to see betrayal? And this is where I think we see it. We finally see a betrayal happen, and it's been hinted at a couple of times, especially in the Women's War Games. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and AJ Lee step into a match with Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, and Becky Lynch. The betrayal that we last seen in the most recent time of War Games is when Candice LeRae got attacked by Dakota Kai. I believe it was Candice LeRae who got attacked by Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai turned heel and betrayed her teammate. I think it was Candice LeRae, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I'm probably thinking of Toni Storm. But not the timeless version. So, in this one, it's fair to say that we're not going to be done. We still have we still got the Saturday Night Main Event to go. So we could feature a follow-up from this. But as far as story goes, I think the heels win here. Now, I'm going to tell you why the heels win here, all right? Obviously, I don't really want to agree with this and say that Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, and Becky should win. Honestly, the babyfaces should win. I hope I'm wrong with this prediction. But I see Charlotte Flair turning on Alexa Bliss. And I explained this before when they won the tag team titles. And we can date this back all the way to SummerSlam. When they lose the tag team titles, one of them will eventually turn on the other. Because that's how this partnership sort of works. You put two people who are they're called the unlikely duo. And then when they win gold, and then they lose gold, and then eventually they'll turn on each other because we need to establish back the fact that they've always been an unlikely pair, and they've never seen eye to eye. And Alexa Bliss forced Charlotte Flair to say, Rhea Ripley, I'm here with you. Only to really prove to Alexa that, things really don't change. So I see Charlotte Flair being the reason the babyface team loses. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody will play their part. I think everybody will have a fun chance to have a spot in the match, especially Lash Legend. I see Lash Legend being the breakout in this match. Don't get me wrong. MVP of this match, Lash Legend. For the babyface team, probably Io Sky. But it's because she's been in here multiple times. So, I believe Charlotte Flair is to betray Alexa Bliss, betray Rhea Ripley, betray Io Sky, betray AJ Lee, and lead to a Becky, Lash Legend, Nia Jax, and the Kabuki Warriors winning. My final prediction is that the heel women's wins. Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Kabuki Warriors, and Becky. And if I said Becky again, I mean Nia Jax, too. The heel women's war game, the heel women's team wins. As for the men, which that's another fucking long one to read, but I'm not even going to read that one. But to get into it, both world champions, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, team up with the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, and Roman Reigns to take on the Vision of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar with, of course, Paul Heyman, and, of course, the duo of Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Big star, all-star studded match in this one, and this is going to be great, too, to see all men in here. Obviously, Brock Lesnar, probably, the fact that we see Lesnar a part of a team is very odd, because Lesnar's not a team player, honestly. Lesnar's really not a team player. I don't know if there's going to be any animosity between Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar. Remember their beef back in 2020. But we do see a lot of animosity between Punk and Cody. But the Usos are the ones who are going to set the pace here for them. The Usos are the ones who are trying to boil up their hype. And remind all three of these men, Punk, Rhodes, and Reigns, that the Vision is their common goal, and the Vision is who they're going to take down. So, really, in this one, Roman's really focused on taking it to Paul Heyman. So is Cody, and so is Punk. That's why, in this one, we need the babyfaces to come out with a victory on top, especially if they're capping off the show. So, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, the Usos, and Roman Reigns should score the win here. And of course, breakout star in this, let's be honest. I hope it's Jimmy, but I feel like we know who's taking the fall here. If anybody's going to be taking the pin, it's probably going to be Jimmy if the men's heel wins. Men's heel team wins. But if it's for the men's babyface. If it's for the men's babyface, Jimmy's probably taking the pin. If it's for the heels, it's going to be Logan Paul. Simply because, why else? Plus, we can move on to Saturday Night Main Event with Punk and Logan Paul. We set up something there. Cody can feud with Drew McIntyre still. And Roman Reigns deals with Brock Lesnar, and the Usos dealing with the Vision itself. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. So, again, a lot of all-stars here. But I think with the world champions both in here to team up and take down, the Vision, they have a common goal set in mind. The same fucking idea was set for Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair when they were taking down Damage Control, if you guys remember that WARGAMES. And they successfully did. So, same scenario part here. So I'm going to take my chances with the babyface group. I'm going to take my chances with Punk, Rhodes, the Usos, and Reigns as my final prediction. The babyface men's team comes out victorious. And SmackDown was pre-taped, so I do not believe that anything else is to be added. And I want to say that this is probably the final predictions made for this show. If any matches do get added subsequently, then I will give you guys my short reel and give you guys my prediction on that, like I've only had to do once. I think I'm pretty confident in this. I think this will be a great show. You guys can check it out on ESPN and get it. Of course, if you don't have it, sign up now for $30, or switch over to if you switch over your thing to the Disney Hulu ESPN Plus bundle, to catch it there, only on ESPN and Netflix internationally. Let me run down my final predictions so you guys can understand who I'm going for. So, the men's babyface team will win this match, or should win this match. My final prediction, of course, for all of this. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, the Usos, and Roman Reigns wins the men's War Games. Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, and Becky Lynch win the women's War Games with Charlotte Flair turning heel on her team. Dominic Mysterio capturing the Intercontinental Championship from John Cena. And Stephanie Vakir putting, of course, Nikki Bella in her place to retain the Women's Heavyweight Championship. All right, I believe that's it. Let me know who you guys are going for in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, comment down below, of course, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a stream. And from my family to yours, have a happy Thanksgiving, guys. Enjoy your day off tomorrow. And also don't forget, because I'm going to be catching it out, Stranger Things Season 5 appears on Netflix, just to mind you, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. So yeah. Peace.